multi-billion-dollar takeover.
Very interesting.
Designer Arm Holdings. Well, that story is also on the front of the business
Look at
section
that.
of the Times, which also has a story on a proposed comeback by Jeff Fairburn, who stepped down as chief executive of the house builder Persimmon after a row about his pay. Well, joining me now is Ruth Sunderland, business editor of the Daily Mail. Ruth, morning to you. I mean, both you and the Times are very tickled by this Jeff Fairburn story.
Absolutely. I mean, what a comeback this really is. Great story from the Times, I have to say. We seized on it when we saw it last night. So Jeff Fairburn really became a poster boy for executive excess. He had a £75 million bonus that he got, and this was off profits that a large proportion of came from Help to Buy, so in effect were from taxpayer-backed schemes. It caused a huge amount of outrage at the time. He stepped down in 2018. He then made a bit of a comeback last year. He bought a big stake in a company called Barclay de Vere. Now he's teamed up with Elliott, which is quite a hedge fund which has quite an aggressive reputation, to buy a company called Avant, which is one of the biggest private house builders in the UK, and he's stated his ambition to make it a serious major player. I mean, this is just going to be very controversial because it's going to turn the spotlight right back on the issue of high pay and remind people about Jeff's career. Incidentally,
The interesting bit's just going to be coming up very soon.
And I'm not sure we've seen much sign of that. I'd like to know details of that since he's making his comeback now. I'd like to learn a bit more about what he has actually done on that front.
A very good question.
Here we go.
Yes, help to Buy. Neil Collins, another of our regular paper reviewers, always calls it Help to Buy Builders Yachts.
Very good.
Now, you and the Times also led with this story about Bitcoin, digital currency being launched potentially by the Bank of England.
Yeah, I mean, this is a fascinating story, isn't it? So I think the abbreviation is CBDC, Central Bank Digital Currency. It sounded to me a bit like CBGBs, you know, the New York club where punk was born. Anyway, it's a serious issue. This, I think, has been provoked by the rise and popularity of Bitcoin. It's part of a drive by the Chancellor to promote London and promote the UK as a financial centre and you know, in the digital world, to keep that progress going. What's different about this is Bitcoin isn't tied to any real asset. This is actually Britcoin, as he's calling it, is going to be pegged to the pound.
Yep.
So it's just going to be really a digital equivalent to using
exactly
coins.
Just a digital equivalent.
All right, Ruth, we've got to leave it there, I'm afraid.
That's what I said to Rishi Sunak in the Treasury.
Now, new research today has